Hello and welcome to another week of Raising a Greater Youth Athlete. I'm Coach Woodson, President of Greater Youth Sports Association, and thank you so much for tuning in on this Tuesday. So if you're new to the weekly videos, each week we post a video to help you as a parent. All of our facts are research based, so it's basically videos to help you with your everyday choices as a parent. The topics stem from nutrition to motivation to exercise tips, anything to help your child with becoming a greater youth athlete. All right, so this week we're going to be talking about how to communicate with a positive approach. So what a positive approach means is it's been shown to increase self-esteem in children. It's been shown to lower the fear of failure in children, and then it also puts the value of the child as an individual. So the children start viewing themselves as an individual rather than someone else telling them what to do each and every time, right? Which just decreases their individuality. So this week we have 3 tips to help you with communicating and then also communicating for a positive approach. So the first tip that I have comes through a story, so bear with me as I become a storyteller. So here's the story. There's a blind boy who's on the sidewalk and he has a sign that says, "I am blind, please help." Now, as people are walking by, they're just putting coins into the hat. So a man walks by and then he sees that there's only a few coins inside the hat. So the man reaches to his pocket, he puts a couple coins inside the hat. Now, before he leaves, he takes a sign and he writes something down on it. Now, as moments pass by and the man leaves, there are a lot of people start putting coins into the hat. The boy starts recognizing this. All right. Now, the man comes back to check on the boy, and the man can see that the hat is a little bit more full. It's almost all the way to the top with coins. So the boy recognizes the man's footsteps and he asks, "Were you the man who wrote on my sign earlier?" The man says, "Yes." The boy asks, "What did you say?" And then the man says, "I only said the truth," right? And then he says, "Well, I said what you said, but in a different way." So what the man wrote was this: "Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it," right? So this story holds tremendous value and links up how it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it, right? It can make a complete difference in how you say things to your child, right? So the boy had completely only said that he was blind, right? But people were just passing him by, all right? People weren't connecting to that, right? The man, what he said, he turned it into a story and then turned it into an emotional value. So by saying that today is a beautiful day, which everyone can see, right? But the boy cannot see it. So it brings out the emotional value of it, and also puts things into perspective with people. It connects to people. So it's not about how you say it, but it's not about what you say, it's about how you say things, right? So that's tip number 1 with the positive approach. Tip number 2 is called the sandwich technique. So this is a criticism technique. So instead of saying negative things or how your child can improve with learning a new skill. So for example, if your child's trying to learn a jump shot in basketball, right? Don't just say, "Hey, you got to make that shot. Keep doing this. You need to make this shot," right? That's so negative. But instead, sandwich it, right? So you could say a positive thing, your negative thing, and then another positive affirmation, right? So you start with the positive as your bun, the meat is a constructive criticism, and then the last bun is positive, right? So say, "I liked how you released your shot, but to improve, you can use your follow through a little bit more. Keep it up." Right? So you're using a positive, negative, positive. That's a sandwich technique. The last technique, or the last tip that we have for you, is to give specific instructions on how to improve. My last tip I did was very specific, right? So I said your follow through and I said your release point, right? Those are all specific instructions on how the child can improve in a task, right? So a lot of the times we're just saying like in general what we want them to do, but in order for your child to really grasp the idea, you have to be very specific, right? And that's the only way they're going to improve, right? So using these tips, they all coordinate under the positive approach, right? Using this approach, research states that, hey, it's going to help your child value themselves as an individual, right? It's going to help increase their motivation, it's going to help increase their self-esteem, right? So no matter what they do in life, they're going to be able to feel confident enough to do it, right? So every single day you can use this approach to help your child with anything. I'm using primarily sports examples, but you can use it with anything in life. All right, so if you found this video useful, definitely press like. We're going to keep it coming every single week. Definitely send me some DMs about topics that you would want us to cover. Other than that, have a blessed week, and we'll see you next week.